of the endless summer. These are the days, the time is now. There is no past, there's only future. There's only here, there's only now. Oh, your smiling face, your gracious presence, are the fires of spring, are kindling bright, are the radiant heart, you're the sun of glory, cry freedom in the night. These are the days by the sparkling river. His timely grace and our treasured faith. This is the love of the one magician. Turn the water into wine. All right. These are the days of the endless dancing that the Lord walks on the summer night. These are the days of the true romancing, when I'm holding you, oh so tight. These are the days of a sparkling river, and His timely grace in the treasured find. This is the love of the one great magician, and the water into wine. These are the days now that we must savor, and we must enjoy as we can. These are the days that will last forever. You got to hold them, yeah, in your heart. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na na na. Na 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 na. Na na na.
Kind of made my career happen, and this night happened. Many of you know I spent 20 years in the Navy, and it was very, very challenging, which is why you celebrate kind of the coming to an end of it. But it was very, very rewarding to taking care of the best patients in the world, and we're certainly gonna miss that a lot. I think first and foremost, the person I want to thank is Sean Conley here, just for taking this job for me. I got an AHC and quickly became the chief of emergency medicine in Walter Reed, and it's a very challenging job. It was the most challenging and most rewarding job that I've ever had. And they say in the Navy and kind of leadership circles, your first job as a leader is to find a replacement. And I've been trying to do that for 5 years. And then one of my closest colleagues in my career, Sean, just kind of showed up, and he was a perfect person to hand the Department of Emergency. And just so you guys know, I'm a crier. I was worried about like crying when I get to the Michelle part, and I'm already crying at Sean's part. This is gonna get worse. Next, Kim Foreman. A lot of you guys know Kim. That job was extremely hard because I did it by myself for a year, and then we were smart enough to hire Kim as the deputy chief of the department, and she was often the chief of the department when I wasn't there. She got hired, and about 10 minutes later, I was in Iraq for 9 months. It was supposed to be 6, and then COVID lit off, and it was 9. So she not only dealt with a job that she didn't apply for, and it was a very hard job, but she did it in the midst of COVID in an emergency department. If you were watching news then, it was difficult. It was very difficult. Great job. As you go through your career, it's you pick up lessons in leadership, and I certainly picked up a lot throughout my career. And they say you learn things from great leaders that you work for, and some people say you actually learn more things from the bad leaders that you work for. And I had a lot of both, but I couldn't have basically finished my career with a better leader than Jason Blaylock, who's a very good great guy, great quality. Really lucky to have worked with you for that years. So, not only great leaders, but I think we all just have mentors in our lives, our professions, and Joel Sugar standing next to Jason there. And by far my most influential mentor in my career, and there isn't a close second on that. So medicine and just life in general. So,
come here, baby, show me.
All of them are up from Richmond. My dad is dealing with cancer issues, and he could have been here. My brother-in-law Jason, who stayed in Richmond to take care of him, so we could all be here. So they definitely deserve huge shout out. I called him today to thank him. And then just the rest of my family. I was quickly moved to San Diego early in my career, so I missed a lot of family reunions and weddings, and I think I missed my brothers and sisters' high school graduations and your college graduations. And it got so bad that I was always deployed or just gone or unavailable that they just started putting a picture of my head life size on a stick, like family pictures. So I missed so many things, and that head on a stick is in so many pictures that I figured that we could retire that as we retire me from the Navy. We shouldn't have to use it as much anymore now. So I invited the head on the stick to the party, and he actually just showed up. That was in 2002 when I joined, basically entered active duty service for one of my cousin Jim's photo events that I couldn't be at. Unfortunately, I missed. But thank you to my family for that. Thank you to my family for supporting me through that. My mom basically moved in with us for many deployments to take care of the kids, and we just couldn't have done it without them. Speaking of deployments, the best care pack mailer in the history of military service, standing over here. That was his kind of claim to fame from my first one through my 5th one in Afghanistan, Iraq, and all of them. He figured out how to break every Department of Defense rule of what can and cannot be shipped into a combat zone. I think more contraband came into me than anybody ever got. And I had to figure out how to not get caught with it in a combat zone. Okay. Last but not least, those that do know her know that she is completely out of my league. I probably should have never been able to marry her. I can't thank you enough for supporting our family. We basically had to plan our wedding from Afghanistan. I take that back. She basically had to plan from when I was in Afghanistan and many appointments in between until the last one. When Kim was trying to hold together the ER in the middle of COVID, she was trying to hold together the house with 3 kids under 5, basically in a full-time job as an anesthesiologist working next weekends and holidays herself. And I got extended because of COVID, and it just, I'm constantly in awe of what she is and what she does. It's humbling when you're trying to like parent and be a physician at the same time as somebody that's a better parent and a better physician. It's like constantly feeling inadequate. So I attribute her that I'm not very arrogant because I'm just constantly trying to keep up with you. Come on, she's just a superhero through and through. And it was epitomized a couple weeks ago where we were getting ready to send the kids off to school, and there was a deer that had gotten in our yard. They got caught in a soccer net, and it was trying to free itself, and the more it tried to free itself, the more it just got tangled up, and it was just a sad sight. And the kids are screaming, and he's like, "Oh my God, the deer's gonna die!" And Michelle started getting out there with like scissors to try to. I was like, "No, stop!" I mean, kicked in the face. You're my wife. Don't do it. She just ignored me and walked up and like dodging kicks from this deer, and she freed this deer and it scampered off. And the whole time I was like on the deck behind the house with animal control. You should not be doing that. It just highlighted for me the fact that she's just a braver person. And I was very angry. And I don't know if I was angry because I was scared or I was angry because I was just shown up by her again. But thank you very much. So rather than having a toast, and rather than having a toast to me, I just want to have a round of applause for Michelle. More than anything in the world is to get a picture of all of us together, because you guys are like my favorite people, and my cousin happens to be a photographer and a good care package mailer. So I'm going to hand it over to you and give us the honors.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers.